Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel PhD Chats. This is day 2 of my 5-day no food fast. And can I be honest with you guys, this video almost didn't get made because I was about to quit. Let's get into it. It's day 2. Thank you guys for all your questions, your comments, your feedback, and thank you for taking time out to watch the video. I am deciding to do a 5-day fast with no food to heal and rejuvenate and reset my body. There are so many benefits to removing solid foods from your body and allow it to kind of reset itself and reboot. So I'm very excited to do it. It's my first time, even though I practiced a keto lifestyle and I avoided eating 3 meals a day. I moved my way from 3 meals plus snacking all the way down to OMAD, 1 meal a day. I have never fasted for 5 days with no food ever, so this was the first time. So you guys can go and watch this video and it will recap everything that happened in day 1 for you, including a video that you should watch that will tell you why fasting is one of the best things that you can do for your body. So with that said, today was rough. Today was rough, guys. So I woke up this morning on a positive note. I felt great. I slept soundly. I did not take a sleep aid. I just relaxed, had my cup of tea. I think I had a little, maybe half a cup of some electrolytes, and I felt very relaxed. And I slept through the night, did not feel hungry at all, no hunger pangs. And I woke up this morning feeling great. When I woke up, I felt very strong, very alert. My body, my muscles felt like they had gotten a great amount of rest. I got up, made some coffee, and said, you know what, I'll go walk the dog. And I did that, and I got ready for work, and I was feeling great. So great on my way to work that I made this video. I wanted it to be in real time. I'm doing a quick check-in as I drive to work because I think it will be more impactful if I communicate how I feel in the moment, right? So I'm driving to work and I feel really great. All I've had this morning was a cup of black coffee. I feel very energized. I was telling a friend of mine that when I woke up this morning and I got out of bed and I stood up, I felt like I had been awake for a while. You know, when you get out of bed, you're kind of sluggish, the little knees, joints, you have to stretch and kind of wake your body up. I just got up this morning and was just walking. And I thought, okay, I feel really good. And right now it is 8:23. So what I've had so far was a little half cup of coffee. I was walking the dog. So I just take a cup of coffee with me. It was very windy and cold in New York this morning. So I had a cup of coffee with me. I walked the dog. I drank. I thought I had the cup still here in the car. I drank like half of that. And that's all I had. And 2 B12 chewables. And that. Well, that only lasted for a while. I got to work. I felt really great. And the mistake I think I made was that I was on such a high, like running off of this energy that I was having, that I didn't really focus on having a proper cup of tea. I had a little bit when I walked the dog, and then I didn't really drink my coffee as rigorously as I normally do in the morning. Now, I will say this black coffee is not... It's not doing it for me. It's just not. This morning I didn't put a cinnamon stick, and I also made the coffee a little bit lighter. I diluted it a little more heavily because it was a dark roast, and I didn't want to have a bitter, bottle of something to just stress myself and force myself to drink. The step 1 mistake I think I made today was I didn't focus on my coffee. I was kind of high and hyped, like I feel so great, and I missed the mark with really getting that caffeine in. By the time it was 10 a.m., I started to feel a slump. The second thing I did differently is that day one, I had all my supplements in at one time. So for day two today, I decided to just stagger them throughout the day. So I had a little B12, some magnesium, a little bit. I took my D3, I took it, zinc. So I staggered the pills. That did not help. The energy was just low. I was actually feeling sleepy at some point in the day. I did not like it. The energy just went down. And from there, I think not having my caffeine, I struggled to really get my energy at its optimum. Now, was I ever feeling hungry? No. When I say hungry, I mean, did my stomach ever growl, or did I feel like an empty stomach, like hurting? Never. The konjac root really takes care of that. So there's no hunger pangs and pains coming. So that was great. But the strength was not there. That power that you feel throughout the day, that energy, that was not there. I felt sleepy, a little bit lethargic. I did not like it. I was mad. I'm like, wait. Like, this is supposed to do the opposite. So I had another serving of electrolytes. I learned that more than 2 servings of electrolytes could have a counterproductive result. You can actually begin feeling sleepier and more thirsty and more lethargic. So I had already had my 2 servings and I thought, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? This is 12 o'clock in the day. I was not happy. I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm hydrated. I have my supplements, all my vitamins and minerals, and I'm doing the liquid, but I don't feel great at all. So I was super sad. It's so funny because I found a lifesaver. Before I found this lifesaver, I went on ChatGPT and I said, listen, I'm about to quit. This is not working. I am not going to struggle through this feeling faintish because it made me nervous. I don't want to make myself sick. The idea of fasting is to make myself stronger and healthier and feel more rejuvenated, and also just to master cravings and sugar and snacking. I want to be the master of my appetite. So all of those things are my goals, but I'm not trying to make myself sick and be walking around lightheaded and woozy. So I didn't like the feeling I had. So I went to ChatGPT and said, listen, I'm about to quit. What else can I have that will not break my fast, will not cut my fat burning, and will not hinder my autophagy? I need my cells to know that there is nothing to digest, no food, nothing to spike my insulin, so I can go into that rejuvenating kind of remaking phase. So I tried to cheat a little bit, and ChatGPT was like, no, don't eat that. That's not going to work. So eventually I found this little pack of garlic salt. So what this is that when I'm doing OMAD, if I know I'm going to work late past 4 p.m., when I do 1 meal a day, I try to make my eating window between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. every day. So if I know I'm going to work past 4, I take some snacks with me. I take an avocado, and this is the salt that I leave in my desk to salt the avocado as I eat it, right? I take an entire avocado, I just slice it and I cut it. But today, this salt saved my life, and my sodium was not low. I had my recommended servings of electrolytes and I had coffee, but it was not happening for me today at all. So I would just take my finger and I would just dip it in. This is garlic salt. Dip it in this flavored garlic salt. And it gave me like a feeling of steak. I was tasting all the veggies and all the meats and everything. I usually put this on, and I felt really great for a while. Like I'm feeling right now. It feels really good. So I started to think, wait, am I hungry or is this my mind? Because why, if I am really hungry and lightheaded, and I've had my sufficient electrolytes and sodium. Why is this making me feel so good? So is it up here? So I kind of had a battle of the mind and the body today. Like, am I hungry, or is my mind playing a game on me? Do I need to eat or not? Because I had a little bit of this garlic salt and it felt really, really good. But the energy didn't come back. The energy was not there. I need to feel like I can stand. Normally during the day at school, I do not sit. I walk around my students, I progress monitor, I stand behind them, I move around. It's a way of me getting my steps in. And if I'm walking from one area, let's say I'm walking from the high school over to the middle school, I walk at a very brisk pace because, again, I'm trying to embed some exercise into my day. So today I was sitting down. Yes, I modeled a lesson. The students started doing independent practice and I found myself sitting and I said, okay, that was after the garlic salt. So the garlic salt worked a little bit, but it was not great today. I'm like, what happened? I don't know if my coffee caused a hiccup. And then I came home and I got turned off of my coffee today. I think I did a really bad job making it because I just did not want coffee. I can have a nice, warm, aromatic cup of coffee at any time in the day. But today whatever I did with the coffee today did not land, did not work. So I came home and I started to dream about putting some cream in my coffee. I was thinking about food. As soon as I sat down, I put the TV on YouTube. I just started seeing videos about eating and food and salads and because I'm watching nutritional videos, so that was in my feed. I'm like, why am I torturing myself? It was crazy. So I gave in and I did not quite a cheat. I had something else other than tea, coffee, electrolytes. I had some bone broth. Now, bone broth is food, right? It does have calories, so your body will read it as something that needs to be digested. However, I needed something to kind of get me out of the slump. I did not like my feeling. Today was not great. I'm making this video. It's after 9 p.m. because after I had the first bone broth, so I have some here because I actually had 2 packs. So I think I might have gone over. So it's a very thin liquid, right? It smells like steak, like beef, like cooked beef. It has, I think 30 grams of sodium. And it's almost like drinking the water from soup that's very thin, right? A very thin, light broth. But it's aromatic. It smells like beef. So it is, again, tricking your mind because as I'm drinking it, it's like I'm eating a steak, like I'm having beef. So I had a cup of that, made the world of difference between the sodium and the aroma, and it's hot, and I just felt like I'd eaten. And that lasted for about 3 hours, and then I got hungry again. And so I had another pack. So I had 2 packs of bone broth. If you watch the video that I posted, and please watch the video, I just really like the way Dr. Berg broke this down. So if you have not, please watch this video right here. And if you want to put a comment for me as to what stood out to you the most. So he does recommend, Dr. Berg recommends having the bone broth if you really think you can't make it. And today was too hard. Online, it says that the second day is roughest. The first day is still kind of, using that residual storage of fuel from the prior day of eating. So day 1 wasn't bad. Today was not great. All day today, I kept saying, if I am not literally walking on cloud 9 tomorrow, I'm going to be mad because I pushed through today. I pushed through today as best as I could. So I had maybe a cup, almost 3/4 of coffee. I had my usual dose of electrolytes. I at my same level of activity. I did have bone broth. I am not feeling happy today. Yeah, my confidence took a dip. Just not able to get into my groove. I've fasted before. I fast almost every day for, at least 14 to 18 hours, generally 20 hours. And I've never felt like this. Again, this is going to be 24 plus, 48 hours of fasting. So this is new and it's expected. But day 2 is hard. So I don't know what your experience will be. I really hope that you consider fasting and going without food as a way to just refresh and rejuvenate your body. But day 2 was very, very hard. Very hard. I considered many times. I didn't go near the fridge, but I considered many times quitting. But I did not. So I'm on to day 2. I've not had anything solid in my body since Sunday. I don't have any hunger pangs because I'm taking my fiber. My energy is great, but I don't have the power to move. So by the time I was leaving work, I made another video because it's like, even now that I'm recollecting, it's not as clear. So I made another video in person, and this is what I'm feeling. It's going to kind of reiterate everything I said just now. Whew, what a difference a day makes, because right now I am feeling a little bit rough. Day 2 is not turning out the way it started. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. I don't have the hunger pangs, like my stomach isn't growling or anything, and I really think the konjac root is doing that. I feel fine. No growling, no belly aches, nothing. My stomach feels, it doesn't feel full, but I don't feel hungry. But I don't have the power. Yes. So that is it for today. And guess what? The fact is, I was successful. I made it. Tomorrow is going to be day 3. So I am hoping that when I wake up tomorrow, I feel a lot better, a lot more revived. I'm going to make it through the 5 days. It feels very refreshing to be able to be honest and say, today I almost just went in the fridge and just took that food out and ate it. Also, when you're fasting, just in case you decide to break your fast, like I thought today, make sure you have really healthy stuff that you're going to be using to break your fast. So I'm already planning for Friday, which is my day 5, and I have arugula, I have gourmet cucumbers, I have cheese, nuts, ground meat. I'm going to pick up some salmon. I have some frozen raw shrimp, and I have my garbanzo beans ready. And what else do I have in there? I bought garlic and onions, and I'm just going to work my way in with some salad, something really light. I have some frozen raspberries and blueberries. I may make a very light, thin protein shake. I'm going to ease my way in over the weekend. But day 2 is done. I made it. I made it. And tomorrow is day 3. Thank you so much. I promised, I was saying to myself, do I have the energy to go make this video? I might not make this video, but I did make it. So thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, ask a question, comment. PhD Chats is going places. I am aiming to get 500 subscribers by the time the year is over. So tell a friend, share the video on your social media platforms. Let's make PhD Chats 500 subscribers strong before the year is over. Thank you for your support, and I will be checking in with you on day 3. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.